everyone, and welcome to the 2020 Choir Banquet. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. We have a lot of amazing stuff for you guys, and because of that, this video is going to be a bit lengthy. So if you are unable to sit down for an hour and a half, that is totally fine. I have placed timestamps in the description of this video, so feel free to skip around. But before we start, we do have a few words from some special guests.
Hey Hershey Choirs, Jay Lisa and I are here outside of the Red Lion Hotel where we would have had our annual choir banquet. We just wanted to say that we love all of you, we miss all of you, congrats to all the seniors, stay safe guys.
Love you.
Hi everybody, I am so glad to not see you, but I'm so glad to be talking to you, and Ms. Achenbach is here too, and we just wanted to record a little video to give you a little message. So we're each going to give you a little piece of advice. Mine is very specific to this quarantine, but it's applicable to the rest of your lives too. So something that I've really learned throughout this quarantine is that you have to be nice to yourself, and that you need to do things for yourself as much as you can. So during this quarantine, I have done yoga every day. I have journaled for over 30 days in a row, and it's just things like that that really help me, and they help me to process my emotions. Whatever that is for you, whether it's physical activity, whether it's music, hopefully it's music, whether it's journaling or crafting or whatever you like to do, make sure that you're taking time to do that for yourself, because that's so important in keeping your mental health where it needs to be. So take care of yourself and be patient with yourself, because not every day is going to be perfect, and you just need to evaluate where you're at today and figure out how much you can accomplish and just work from there. Don't be too hard on yourselves, and you're almost done. You're so close, and I'm so proud of you all for getting through this crazy time, because it's been rough for all of us, but I'm so proud of you, and I'm so glad that I was able to have my time with you and that I got to know you. Your turn, Ms. Achenbach.
All right. Well, following up that lovely message from Miss Buckingham, I am also very glad that I got to spend some time with you, even though it was in a different capacity. I really wish that I would have gotten to hear you all sing together, but I think that the time that we did get to spend together was still meaningful, because I got to see who you were and kind of understand you more as musicians. And I hope you take some of this that you were able to learn about yourselves, as Ms. Buckingham said, during the quarantine into the fall, or even into the spring when you actually do get to see each other in person again. Just remember, when you do get to go back to school, to not take those things for granted. The fact that you're able to go and see all your friends at school and see all your teachers in person. And don't take for granted the fact that you are able to make music together every day. Those ensembles are really, really special, and the fact that you get to share music in that capacity that we weren't able to do online is something very special, and something that makes singing and music so unique. So please continue to stay with choir, stay singing, stay participating in music, because that's something that's invaluable to you and invaluable to the community. Your gift of music is something that you have to share. It's so valuable. So thank you for sharing that with me the past couple weeks, and thank you for sharing that with Miss Buckingham the couple months before. We're both really grateful to have gotten to know you. We hope you have a wonderful summer after this is all over. Miss Buckingham, anything else?
I just want to say that I love you all, and I miss you all, and I'm so proud of you, and I can't wait to see where you go. And thank you for being so welcoming to both of us. Y'all are the best.
You are. All right. We'll see you later.
All right, Hershey. See you later.
And now the video you've all been waiting for. Please put your hands together and welcome tonight's host and your choir president, David Mailman.
Oh, I didn't see you there. Hey, one and all, welcome to Hershey High School's first and hopefully only digital choir banquet. I'll be your host for the night, David Mailman, And I really do hope that despite the difficult circumstances and everything we're all going through together, that this can bring some joy and finality to our choir year, even if we are socially distanced and apart. So wherever you're watching from, please sit back, enjoy, grab some popcorn, sing along if you want, and enjoy the show. And without further ado, let's introduce the first part of our evening's program. It's all what choir is about, singing. And what epitomizes that more than singing karaoke? We've got some wonderful acts on coming for you tonight, and first up will be Hershey High School's very own Barbershop Quartet. Let's give a round of applause, socially distanced of course, for these ladies as they sing one of their favorite selections.
One, two, three.
Longest for the longest time. Longest for the longest. If you said goodbye to me tonight, there would still be music left to write. What else could I do? I'm so inspired by you. That hasn't happened for the longest time.
applause for those ladies. Next up, though, from Hershey High School's all-female choir in Voce, we'll have Allie Brown singing a solo selection for us.
I've heard there was a secret chord that David played and it pleased the Lord, but you don't really care for music, do ya? It goes like this: the fourth, the fifth, the minor fall, and the major lift, the baffled king composing hallelujah. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Your faith is strong, but you needed proof. You saw her bathing on the roof, her beauty and the moonlight overthrew ya. She tied you to her kitchen chair, she broke your throat and she cut your hair, and from your lips she drew the hallelujah. Hallelujah. Best, it wasn't much. I couldn't feel, so I tried to touch. I've told the truth, I didn't come to fool ya. And even though it all went wrong, I'll stand before the Lord of song with nothing on my tongue but hallelujah. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah,
Another great job, Allie. Next up, we have Amber Bell, and I think her act will prove that sometimes, music does run in the family. So let's give it up for Amber Bell.
Sitting here tonight by the firelight, it reminds me I already have more than I should. I don't need fame, no one to know my name. At the end of the day, Lord, I pray I have a life that's good. 2 arms around me, heaven to ground me, and a family that always calls me home. 4 wheels to get there, enough love to share, and a sweet, sweet, sweet song. At the end of the day, I have a life that's good. At the end of the day, Lord, I pray I have a life that's good.
Once again, great job, Amber and Mrs. Bell. Then, going onwards, we have another family feature, this time from the Hyatt household, featuring 2 Hyatts. But I don't think they're the ones you're going to be expecting. So, let's give it up for Mr. and Mrs. Hyatt.
Weekend celebration. Let's celebrate. Let's celebrate. There's a party going on right here. A celebration to last throughout the years. So bring your good times and your laughter too. We gon' celebrate.
'Cause Kyra's going to IU. Come on now,
celebration. Let's all celebrate and have a good time.
Celebration.
We gon' celebrate and have a good time. It's time to come together. It's up to you. What's your pleasure? Come on. It's a celebration. It's a celebration. Come on. It's a celebration. Come on. Let's celebrate. There's a party going on right here. A dedication to last throughout the years. So bring your good times and your laughter too. We're gonna celebrate.
'Cause Kyra's
going
going
to
to IU.
IU.
Come on now,
Celebration. Let's all celebrate and have a good time.
Celebration.
We're gonna celebrate and have a good time. It's time to come together. It's up to you. What's your pleasure? Come on.
Thank you to the Hyatts for submitting that wonderful video. But up next, I think we all know that technology has really been an enabler in these less than great times. It allows us to connect with our friends, or as the next act will show, even make music with them. So to show us a whole new world of what's possible, let's give it up to Derek and Suzuka.
I can show you the world, shining, shimmering, splendid. Tell me, princess, now when did you last let your heart decide? I can open your eyes, take you wonder by wonder, over, sideways, and under, on a magic carpet ride, a whole new world, a new fantastic point of view. No one to tell us no, or where to go, or say we're only dreaming.
A whole new world, a dazzling place I never knew. But when I'm way up here, it's crystal clear that now I'm in a whole new world.
Now I'm in a whole new world with
Unbelievable I've come so far, I can't go back to where I used to be.
With new horizons to pursue,
I'll chase them anywhere, there's time to spare. Let me share this whole new world with you.
whole new
Whole new
world.
world.
That's where we'll be.
That's where we'll be.
A thrilling
A
change
wondrous place
for you and me.
Wow, it really goes to show what Zoom or Skype or whatever else the kids are using these days, am I right, guys? Can do when it comes to making music and helping us all sing. In that vein, though, next act will feature not one, but two Michelle Yunes singing a wonderful selection from Hadestown. So let's give it up to Michelle.
I was alone so long, I didn't even know that I was lonely. Out in the cold so long, I didn't even know that I was cold. Turn my collar to the wind, this is how it's always been. All I've ever known is how to hold my own. All I've ever known is how to hold my own. But now I wanna hold you too. You take me in your arms and suddenly there's sunlight all around me. Everything bright and warm and shining like it never did before. And for a moment I forget just how dark and cold it gets. All I've ever known is how to hold my own. All I've ever known is how to hold my own. But now I wanna hold you, now I wanna hold you close. I don't wanna ever have to let you go. Now I wanna hold you tight. I don't wanna go back to the I don't know how or why, or who am I that I should get to hold you? But when I saw you all alone against the sky, it's like I'd known you all along. I knew you before we met, and I don't even know you yet. All I know is you're someone I have always known. All I know is you're someone I have always known. And I don't even know you. Now I wanna hold you close. I don't wanna ever have to let you go. Suddenly the sunlight bright and warm. Suddenly I'm holding the world in my arms. Say that you'll hold me forever. Say that the wind won't change on us. Say that we'll stay with each other. And it will always be like this. Oh,
stay with each other, then it will always be like this.
Now that us youngsters are out of the way, I think it's time to give it up for some of the real stars of the show, starting with the karaoke video submitted by the one and only Miss Achenbach. Thank you, Ms. Achenbach, for the wonderful selection, and continuing in the theme of great student teachers submitting something for our choir banquet. Next up, we have Mrs. Buckingham. Sorry, give me a second. Okay, got it. Excuse me. Miss Buckingham and her own selection.
Hey Hershey, this one's for you.
I'll tell the world, I'll sing a song. It's a better place since you everything's alright. 'Cause it feels like I've opened my eyes again, and the colors are golden and bright again. There's a song in my heart, I feel like I belong. It's a better place since you came along. It's a better place since you came along.
Everyone who submitted so far has done a great job, and thank you all for putting in the time to bless us with your voice a little bit tonight. But I think it's the act we've all been waiting for, the creme de la creme. Mr. Farrell and his legendary choir karaoke is coming right up, and I think you'll all be surprised when a special guest makes an appearance.
Hey there, Hershey choirs and families. Mr. Farrell here. We have a little song for you tonight. Hopefully it's a little bit of inspiration and hope for us as we work our way through this pandemic. We want you to know that we're there for you and we miss you. So I've invited my wife to join us tonight to do a little duet by James Ingram and Michael McDonald entitled Yamane Be There.
Heavenly Father, watching us fall. We take from each other and give nothing at all. Well, it's a doggone shame, but never too late for change. So if your love runs low, just reach out and call his name. His name.
Yamane Be There. Yamane Be There. Yamane Be There. Yamane Be there.
Whenever you
Never be lonely, lost in the night. Just run from the darkness, looking for the light. 'Cause it's a long, hard road that leads to a brighter day. Hey, don't let your heart grow cold. Just reach out and call his name. His name. Yamane Be there. Yamane Be there. Yamane Be there. Yamane Be there.
be there,
I will be there whenever you call.
be there,
Yeah, yeah.
be there.
You can count on it, brother,
'Cause we're all just finding our way.
to rather through time.
People gotta keep pushing on.
No matter how many tweets slip away, I will be there. Well, Praise the doggone change, but never too late for change. So when your heart runs low, just to reach out and call his name. Just call his name. You'll be there. You'll be there. When you need a friend. There to catch you when you fall. You'll be there. You'll be there. You'll be there. You'll be there.
Let's go on to the next section, our annual choir awards. And as always, we hope that each and every one of you finds your award funny or possibly even complimentary.
Hello, everyone. This first award is a dual award, and it goes to two people who have been in Boys Noise for a really long time, and they guide the little youngins in Boys Noise. So the Boyd Noib Co-Fathers Award goes to Talon Smith and Ethan Barna for excellence in being the elders of the choir.
The Piano Man Award goes to Tyler Boland for excellence in playing the piano while Mr. Farrell was gone.
The Limelight Award goes to Finnegan Bolts for singing like it's his own solo anytime he gets on stage.
The Are You Guys Related Award goes to Aiden and Cameron Fisher.
This next award goes to one person who has a big attitude. We all know him, and he'll call you out for doing something wrong, but you still love him with all your heart anyway. So, the Sass Master Award for excellence in calling people out goes to Davion McFarland.
The Sound of Silence Award goes to Michael Geppert for excellence in singing very well, but very, very quiet.
This student really stepped it up this year with his bass brass game. So, the Mismatched Instrument Award goes to David Kegg for being the tenor singing tuba player. This noise-making boy always shows up ready to take on another challenge, so the Enthusiastic Award goes to Nathan Lee for embodying the spirit of choir.
For being one of my favorite Link Crew kids, the Rosin Rockstar Award goes to Leo Liu.
The Eager Beaver Award goes to Rose Abraham for excellence in answering questions very, very quickly.
To one of my favorite people ever, the 5 o'clock Summer Award goes to Hannah Armstrong for always wanting to take a nap.
Sometimes last names have a little bit of a pun to them, especially when you're a really good singer. So the Federal Reserve Award for being a bank of good singing goes to Deanna Banks.
The AID Award for helping a new student in between classes goes to Jada Banks.
The Choir Queen Award goes to Katie Barrett for calling everyone a queen and being one herself.
The Do Ti La Award goes to Amber Bell for being most likely to fall off the risers while dancing.
The Pumped Up Award goes to Abigail Belsner for being the most likely to be really excited about being right.
The Biggest Hugger Award goes to Abby Bernardo. Natalie Taylor Award for excellence in being a little adult goes to Jessica Brace. Radar Detection Award for being most likely to be heard coming down the hallway goes to Alexandria Brown.
The Fluffy Baby Award for the cutest dog appearance during the Zoom class goes to Ella Brown.
The famous, or rather, the infamous Maggie Lane Award goes to Mackenzie Brown for excellence in accidental injury.
The Punniest Award goes to Diana Cozy for coming so far with puns, eh?
The Boys Are Gross Award goes to Emily Chris for being most likely to never hold someone's hand.
Kind Soul Award for always treating people with kindness goes to Sam Darhauer.
The Siren Award for having an enchanting voice goes to Elise Dorberger for being such a talented soprano. This next award is for someone that is extremely caring and super nice all the time. The State Farm Award, because like a good neighbor, Kate Emmerich is there.
Now we all know someone who loves to sing, but not just in choir, everywhere, literally everywhere. Life is a musical for them, and when they sing, you have to sing along. So the Songbird Award goes to Laura Flazar for excellence in breaking out into song.
The Sunshine Award for being a ball of happy goes to Abby Fravor. Sunny Smile Award for always having a bright and beautiful smile goes to Emma Green.
The Rapunzel Award goes to Samira Hassan for having the longest and healthiest hair.
I'm glad to give this award to someone who shares the same voice part and instrument as me. The You Play Clarinet award goes to Billy Helmick for proving that not all clarinets are a mess.
The Peas in a Pod Award for legume-like inseparability goes to Ashley Nichols and Claire Hull for being close friends in choir and outside of choir.
The next award goes to someone whose fashion sense is something I envy greatly. I can't dress that well as a senior, and I certainly couldn't dress that well as a freshman. So the Freshman Fashionista Award goes to Libby Kramer for her fabulous style.
The Laser Award goes to Brooke Lehrman for being super focused in class.
The Refrigerator Award goes to Caitlin Martinez for straight up chilling in choir rehearsals.
The Heartbreaker Award for leaving us way too soon goes to Yuki Matsumoto. We miss you.
Wow, it's pretty hype in here. You know who always gets the crowd moving? Nalima Minyofu. She gets the Hype Man Award for excellence in getting everybody hyped.
The Mighty Mouse Award for being small but mighty goes to Gigi Nardo.
For slaying the national anthem, the America Award goes to Cassie Paoletti for excellence in singing the national anthem at the basketball game.
The Bright Like a Diamond Award goes to Emily Parker for having the prettiest eyes out of everyone in choir.
This next award goes to a girl who was gone for a little bit, but she came back to choir and she killed the game. So the Comeback Queen Award goes to Rachel Potter for excellence in coming back and killing it.
The Tall Girl Award for excellence in being the tallest soprano one goes to Lauren Reed.
The Duct Tape Award goes to Jenna Walmer for always keeping her section together. The Can't Help Falling Award goes to Laura Williams for yet another fabulous fall dinner solo.
The TikTok Star Award goes to Elizabeth Zachary for her excellence in making TikTok videos.
The Castiel Award goes to Morgan Zagaseta for being a literal angel, though I cannot see how that is possible, as she is human.
The Permanent Smile Award goes to Lydia Zerfrost for always having a smile on her face.
The How Low Can You Go Award goes to Alex Ziegler for their impressive vocal range.
I had the honor of sitting next to this student last year in math, and he pulled me through the class. The Calculus Award goes to Thomas Abraham for excellence in liking Mr. Walliser more than Mr. Farrell. Or does he?
The Murder Award absolutely goes to none other than Jaylisa Akers for killing the game in and out of choir.
The Messenger Pigeon Award goes to Lindsay Alaquin for excellence in being the delivery woman for Roger's love letters to Farrell.
Now this girl had to learn not one, but two soprano parts in a difficult piece in cantabile, and she did really well. So the Master of the Soprano Awards goes to Lola Berra for excellence in being a soprano 1 and a soprano 2 at the same time.
They say out of sight, out of mind, but that phrase doesn't really apply to the student. The Trooper Award goes to, what's his name? Max Cassidy, for having to deal with a non-functional body, but having a great attitude through it all. The Pitch Pipe Power Award goes to Gray Conta for excellence in exemplary, spontaneous intonation.
Bomb.com Award goes to Ethan Cooper for his excellence in singing as well as his bomber jackets.
The Carmen Sandiego Award goes to Mikey Dunham for literally traveling the entire world before he's even a senior.
So we all know the Gavazzi dynasty, and we have to decide which one's the best. I think we did. Best for Last Award for being the best and last Gavazzi, thank God, goes to Hattie Gavazzi.
Of the deep end. Oh my gosh. Okay. So the A Star Is Born Award goes to Corinne Geeting for excellence in being an up-and-coming songwriter.
Now, the first award of my section of the choir awards will be going to the one member of the choir who their wonderful vocal cords are always threatened by their horrible coughing fits that they seem to have on a very regular basis. The Do You Need a Drink award will be going to none other than Jonathan Hated.
We all know someone who's either late to every choir class or misses almost every choir class, but you still love them and they're still a part of this choir as much as everyone else is. So, the Loch Ness Monster Award for excellence in disappearing before every choir class goes to Jordan Lewis.
Next award goes to one of my favorite tenors. The Let's Pick on Charles Award for always volunteering to answer Farrell's questions and playing the drums goes to Charles McCall.
Next, for making his roasts really count because he doesn't say them often, and you really lean in when he's about to do one, the Silent but Stealthy Award goes none other to Andrew Randall.
Now we all know that one person who has an infectious laugh. Even if you don't really get why they're laughing, you have to laugh along just because they are too. And soon enough, everyone is laughing. So the Pandemic Award, very time appropriate, for outbreaks and contagious laughter goes to Chris Santangelo.
When I first saw this award, I thought, well, alrighty, this can't be that hard to explain. The Well, Alrighty Award goes to none other than Drew Stinson for his common use of the words, well, alrighty.
This last award I'm presenting goes to someone who has been killing the social media game. She posts almost every day and always keeps you updated with the choir news or memes. I have the pleasure of running a choir meme account with her, but she's way better than I am. So the Insta Baddie Award goes to Abby Cedeno in excellence of killing the choir Insta game.
Next up comes the award for our choir intern this year, and someone who's really done a lot for the choir, even so much that, as the award will soon explain, they usurped me as choir president. So the That's My Choir President Award goes to none other than Kyra Hyatt for successfully overthrowing Chancellor Mailman. Congratulations on your new office, Kyra.
The Vlad the Impaler Award goes to Savita for excellence in stabbing Mr. Farrell with a pencil as part of a breathing exercise.
The Toxic Chancellor Supreme Award goes to David Mailman for being a supremely toxic chancellor.
This student could be found during lunches, during study halls, after school, organizing piles of old and new choir music. The Defibrillator Award goes to Ella Peterson for resurrecting the choir library.
There's a great picture in the slideshow regarding this next award, which is the What Goes Up Must Come Down Award, which goes to Caitlin Rager for discovering new ways to use a ladder.
We all know and love her. She's our super soprano. The Ledger Line 9 Award goes to Natalie Taylor for being high on life and on the staff.
Now, this officer, the next one up, and also member of the choir, obviously, he really likes to get down, even when it may or may not be during class when he's not supposed to be. So, the Doja Cat Award goes to the one and only Derek Todd.
My final award is for someone who always needs a ride, everywhere I go, no matter it's choir events, sheets, basically anywhere. The Uber Award goes to my favorite cameraman, Suzuka Yamane. Woo!
For our next award, it does need a little bit of backstory in saying that each and every one of our choir officers in our team puts in an incredible amount of work over the school year to make sure that the choir runs smoothly. But to this member of the officer team, I really think that they deserve a bit of a shout out for the amount of effort they put in. So the Gringotts Award for successfully handling thousands of dollars of our family's money goes to none other than Michelle Yoon. Now, on to the awards for the student teachers. First up, and I think this will be self-explanatory, the Next Generation Teaching Award for successfully taking advantage of the circumstances and technology put before us goes to none other than Miss Achenbach. The last award in my section of the choir awards, the Happily Ever After Award, goes to none other than Miss Buckingham, our first student teacher this year, for proving that true happiness does lie out there for all of us, even all of us choir nerds.
This year, Mr. Farrell spent a little more time as a hall monitor than he may have wanted to. So because of that, the Guardian of the Boys' Bathroom Award goes to Mr. Farrell for excellence in scaring away children.
I hope you enjoy the Oscar-beating award section of our banquet, but as we approach our end, the next thing up on the docket is something that Mr. Farrell has put together, and we're very thankful that he did. For all the seniors who have missed their senior events, Mr. Farrell has still done his senior slideshow portion of the banquet, and without further ado, that's coming up right here, so stick around.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the senior slideshow superlative portion of the virtual choir banquet this year. Happy to be here. to pay tribute to our seniors for their time in the choir family. I'd like to begin with Abby Belsner. Abby is a graduating senior who has joined us this past school year in the choir family. Wonderful young lady, hard worker. She had a fairly big learning curve to catch up on with all the music literacy and things that other students have been learning, for years and years and years. And she worked really hard to get herself caught up to speed, and she did it pretty quickly. Great voice, great contribution to the choir, and she demonstrated quite a bit of moxie and leadership throughout the school year. Abby is off to E-Town next year, and we wish her well, and we wish selfishly that we had more years with you in choir classes. Best of luck to you, Abby. Next, we have Billy Helmick. Billy Helmick has turned into quite the dynamo. She's a double threat. She plays in band and demonstrates a ton of leadership, and she also was one of the major players in our alto section in voce over the past couple of years. Wonderful voice, sweetheart of a girl. She's going to do well in whatever she chooses to do in the future moving forward. We wish you the best of luck, Billy, and keep in touch. Next is Alex Ziegler. Alex has been with us forever in choir classes. He has done a great job anchoring down the alto 2 section in voce, another one of those ringers in that section who just warms up the sound of the choir with his voice as well as his curiosity and musicianship. Certainly grateful and thankful for all of the times we've spent together and the conversations we've had and the contributions that you've made to your choir class. Congratulations. Next is Hannah Armstrong. Hannah has a wonderful solo and choral voice. I've had the pleasure of teaching her over the past several years in choir classes, and she's just a top-notch musician and student, always prepared, always attentive in class, always seems to get all of my jokes, even though some people miss them. I don't think Hannah's ever missed one. She always seems to respond to my dry sense of humor, and I certainly have appreciated that, as well as your musicianship, your commitment to the choir class, and again, being a part of that wonderful alto 2 section over the past few years in voce. I'm sure that next year, when you begin your studies at Penn State, those folks up there at University Park will be real happy to have you in the theater department, and hopefully you'll keep singing too. Congratulations. Next, we'd like to recognize Diana Cozy. Diana has been with us for several years in choir class. She is also, there seems to be a theme here, another one of those ringers from the alto 2 section in voce. Knows her part, can sing it really well. Wonderful tone color that comes out of her mouth when she sings. She's very kind and helpful, and she's also quite the artist. I've always enjoyed viewing her work over the years when she would be willing to show it to me, and we wish her well moving forward into the next phase of her life. Congratulations, Diana. Next is Amber Bell. Congratulations, Amber Bell. You finally made it. You are a senior. Thanks for all of the years in choir and all of the good times, memories, and conversations that we've had. Amber is also in that alto section in voce and has provided much leadership over the years in that role. I can't believe it, but I don't think there are any more sisters in the Bell family that I will be teaching in the near future, but I'm so old that I'll probably be seeing some of your nieces and nephews in the very near future, Amber, and I look forward to it. Best to you, and congratulations on your commencement. Next, we have Nalima Munyofu. Nalima, pardon me, is one of those students who just comes in to choir class and she goes about her business quietly. And her business is good. She's a great contributor to her section, demonstrates leadership by example, and has developed into a wonderful young musician and a wonderful singer. I've been very pleased and proud to see the growth that you've developed yourself over the years in choir classes as a singer and as a musician, and I will miss you. Congratulations on your upcoming commencement. Jenna Walmer is a young lady of very few words. She may have said 8 or 10 to me the entire time that she's been in choir classes over the years, but what a singer. Wonderful individual sound, and she fits right in her voice part, in the second soprano part in voce, and has demonstrated much leadership by example, particularly the last 2 years, her junior and senior year. She is the rock of that section, and certainly the other singers in that section rely on you to provide them with that leadership that you have so unselfishly delivered. Keep singing. Best of luck to you next year, and we will miss you. Next, we recognize Emily Chris. Emily has been with us for a very long time in choir classes, and she is also from that famed alto section in voce, where she has also delivered quite a bit of independence and leadership by example. She comes in, she does her business, does it well. Very nice girl, very polite and kind, and she has been gracious over the years with all of the teasing that I've given her about staying away from boys and not holding hands until you're 30. I know that you'll miss all of that teasing and ribbing next year, Emily, when you're gone, and I will too. I've enjoyed having you in class, and best of luck on your commencement. Next, we recognize Laura Williams. Laura has been in choir classes for quite some time. I remember a story with a conversation I had with Laura in the hallway outside of the auditorium in the middle school when she was in 8th grade. And she said, I'm just not so sure I'm cut out for this. And I said, well, stick with it a little bit longer and let's see what happens. And here we are now, all those years later, and look at the singer and the young lady that you've turned into. Very responsible, conscientious, hardworking, and independent. And you've developed into a wonderful, wonderful singer and musician. And I'm so proud of that, to see that happen for you. And I am so pleased that you are and have been a part of our choir family. And I wish you the best as you move forward next year. Next, we recognize Suzuka Yamane. Suzuka is a wonderful, wonderful young lady, smart, musical, great voice, always prepared for class, has served in leadership roles in the choir class structure over the years, also part of that great alto section from in voce for so many years. We'll miss Suzuka a lot for all that I've mentioned, but also she's just a real good person, and I always look forward to seeing her each day in class. And Suzuka will be majoring in psychology next year, and maybe once you finish your degree, you can come back and analyze me and give me a few pointers. I'd appreciate it. Congratulations. Next, we recognize Chris Santiago, also known by his alias as Chris Santangelo. Inside joke. He'll tell you about it sometime. Chris has been with us for a couple of years now, and he joined us last year in Boys Noise, and he came late to the party, but he worked really hard to try and get up to speed, and he did. And his independence has flourished in the last 2 years in choir classes, and certainly has a wonderful, wonderful tenor voice, and was a pleasure to have in class and to be around. I'm sad that we only had the opportunity to be together in classes for 2 years. It doesn't seem like that was long enough for me. Probably was long enough for you, but wasn't long enough for me. I'm going to miss your contributions to the class, and best of luck to you next year. Next, we recognize Drew Stinson. Drew has turned into a wonderful, wonderful young bass voice with, I've always found, a thirst for knowledge and just curiosity in regards to the process of learning and the process of singing and making music, and always challenging himself to wanting to improve and to be more independent. And certainly we have seen that growth over the past 5-6 years that you've been with us in choir class. Drew's a man of very few words, but I know he's always listening, and I know he's always paying attention and trying to improve. And we're certainly appreciative of your hard work and effort and your unselfishness as it relates to your contributions to the choir class and to the choir family. Best of luck to you, Drew, next year, and congratulations on your upcoming commencement. Next, we recognize Jonathan Hayden. Jonathan has been with us for several years in the choir program. Wonderful, wonderful talent, great voice, great mind, very musical, contributes greatly to what we have going on, not only in choir classes, but in the music department, as well as the overall student body. Certainly enjoy his presence and his humor. I do want to give a shout out to your parents for all of their patience with you over the years. I can see that they are good people and that they truly, truly understand you. Also, I would hope that you would ask for a new wristwatch for maybe a commencement gift so you could get to your classes in college on time next year. I'm sure your professors would appreciate that. Congratulations, Jonathan, on your upcoming commencement. Next, we'd like to recognize Corinne Geeting. The first words that come to my mind when I think of Corinne Geeting, first as a human being, is just she's one of the most genuine, sincere, and kindest students that I've ever met and had the chance to work with. Just an absolute doll. And when I think of her singing, what a wonderful gift that you've been given. The natural singing voice that you have, a lot of people would be very, very envious of. It's just a pleasure to listen to. And thank you for all of your contributions that you've made to the choir class that you've been in over the years. And we wish you the best as you move forward. Congratulations. Next, we recognize Lindsay Alquin. Lindsay is quite the student. She's quite the musician. She's quite the person who gives of their time unselfishly, whether it be for choir class purposes or other fundraisers or community service involvement. Lindsay's the total package. She's a wonderful young lady. She is, she's like a bull in a china shop, which is meant in a positive way. That's just part of her charm. She's very unassuming, and she's real. And there's a lot to be said about that these days. And so I always appreciate Lindsay and her contributions to the experiences that we've had together. And I'm sad to see that you're leaving us, but I do wish you the best moving forward. Congratulations. Next, we recognize Jalisa Akers. I'm sad that I have to give this speech because that means you're graduating. Good for you, sad for me. You've blessed us with your voice and your generosity and your compassion over the past several years in choir classes, and what an absolute talent. Just all the way around. Great voice, solo, choral, would do anything that I asked you to do musically over the years, and you've always done it well, and people have noticed, and I certainly have as well. Congratulations on your upcoming commencement, and I look forward to hearing from you soon. Next, we recognize Derek Todd. Derek is a wonderful young man, very caring, kind, and compassionate, and a wonderful singer, and has grown into a wonderful, very independent singer and musician over the years. And with all of those accolades comes a great confidence that he now possesses, and belief in himself and his musical abilities, in my opinion. And I think all of those are positives. And I enjoy talking with Derek. He's always very courteous and studious, and just always, caring and interested in things and people other than himself. And I certainly recognize that and appreciate that, and they're wonderful qualities to have. And Derek, I know you'll keep singing when you leave us, but I just wanted to say that again. Keep singing. People need to hear your voice. Congratulations on your upcoming commencement. Next, we say goodbye to Ella Peterson. Ella Peterson is a wonderful young lady with a ton of smarts, a ton of musicality, a ton of curiosity, a ton of heart and compassion for the cause, for choir, but also in general. She's extremely motivated, and that certainly has reaped her dividends over the years in the things that she's devoted time and effort to. Certainly, the void that you have left will be hard to fill by one person based on your leadership in officer positions and just overall in general. But I wish you the best next year, and please keep in touch. Next, we say goodbye to Savita. Savita, what a voice. Just powerhouse. Love listening to you sing. Could do that all day long. Just a great, great voice. Very smart, very musical young lady. Very kind and hardworking and independent. These are all characteristics that will serve you well in the next stage of your life. Certainly I'm going to miss you in class. You certainly are well liked by your teachers as well as your peers in choir class. And I want to thank you for all that you've done for this program over the past several years. Congratulations. Next, we say goodbye to Abby Cedeno. Abby is a wonderful, well-rounded young lady whom I'm going to miss terribly. She is a great, great person, hard worker, very committed to the things that she's involved in and the people that she's involved in with it. Wonderful, wonderful singer, great musician. I look forward to seeing her each day. She's one of those students who just brightens up your day when you see them, and always look forward to my interactions with Abby. And I'm certainly going to miss all of your contributions to choir class over the years. And again, congratulations, and we will miss you. Next, we say goodbye to Michelle Yun. Again, another outstanding young lady, smart in all areas, musically talented, instrumentally, vocally, has served in several leadership positions over the years in choir class as well as in other parts of the school and community. Just a wonderful, wonderful young lady. Very proud of what you've done, Michelle. Very pleased that you have grown and turned into the wonderful young lady that you are. I'm sure your parents are also very proud of you, and they should be. We will certainly miss you and certainly miss your contributions to our lives, and please keep in touch. Congratulations. Next, we say goodbye to Natalie Taylor. Natalie, I sound like a broken record, but like so many of the students that we talk about year after year after year, just an absolute sweetheart. Wonderful young lady who I've had the pleasure of getting to know over the past several years in choir class. Just a great person, willing to give of yourself, your time in leadership roles in choir class. Wonderful singer. I've been featured as a soloist this past year. All of those contributions seemed effortless on your part, That's just who you are and what you do. And I'm certainly going to be sad that you're leaving us for bigger and better things, but I wish you the best, and I hope that you'll keep in touch. Congratulations. Next, we say goodbye to Kyra Hyatt, excuse me. Kyra has been with us for a very long time. She's a wonderful musician, violist, pianist, singer, AP music theorist. She's able to do it all, and she does it all very well. She served in leadership positions in the music department, particularly in choir classes this year as choir intern, where she did a lot of rehearsing of the choir she was assigned to intern with, and also had the ability and opportunity to conduct on a concert, which is a great experience, and I was happy that you had it and did so well with it. Certainly we will miss you and your contributions to our department, and we wish you well next year at Indiana University. Congratulations. And last but not least, we say goodbye to our choir president this year, David Mailman. And David, like all of the officers, have assumed more responsibility this year due to our stay-at-home orders and how our lives changed in the middle of March. David has spearheaded a lot of the things that you see today in this presentation, and as well as his team of officers. David, we thank you for your leadership in that capacity. We also thank you for your incredible amount of contribution vocally, piano, rehearsing students, an incredible musician overall. You're the total package, David. Smarter than God, and you are one of the nicest students that I've ever come across and had the opportunity to work with. Certainly we'll miss you, and congratulations to you and your family on your upcoming commencement.
Thank you for that, Mr. Farrell. As a senior myself, it really does mean a lot to see that. But we're almost at our end, and I think it's best that I wish you adieu and a good night. But thank you for tuning in, and I really hope this makeshift banquet has put some happiness in your day, put some joy into what otherwise are less than joyous times. I hope your family and you and all of those you care about stay safe and healthy. And Hershey High School choirs, it's been my pleasure to be the host for this and your choir chancellor for the last year. With that, good night, and enjoy this slideshow of memories from our year cut short, but I hope they'll bring you some happiness like they brought me.